McCarthy in charge of the action, and we are underway here live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And boss, the buzzer on Abu Azaitar is devastated. He is showing people why.
Man, he could be a fortune-telling machine, that name, like Zoltar. You know? Azaitar.
Watch the back of the head, Abu. There you go.
Very smart here what Danny Davis Jr. is doing. Closing that space, make it harder for him to strike.
Danny Davis goes 6'2" to Azaitar's 5'10", but right now it is Abu Azaitar who comes out in the first 10 seconds and really trying to enforce his will on the taller Danny Davis Jr.
Yeah, from his 11 wins, he's got 7 knockouts and a submission. So I bet you Danny Davis Jr. saw that, and he goes, okay, let's clinch with this dude.
Weather the early storm and see what he can do, as you see them both now employing some unconventional tactics on the foot stomp. It is Davis with the leverage who has Abu Azaitar up against the cage. And you have to wonder how long it's going to be before Big John McCarthy, the referee, steps in and says no go.
Nice.
But a beautiful sweep of the leg.
Oh, I like that. But you look at this. Oh, man, he comes up.
Tricky stuff.
That is really good. Azaitar just popped up like Jack in the Box. Boom, no problem.
And the combinations as he continues to walk down Danny Davis. And he steps right into that, but bounces back up to his feet.
It was a liver kick, it was a single kick, and that's why he got hit, but it connected, and the low kick connected too.
You see the range of Danny Davis. Abu Azaitar does not seem to be fearful of that. A nice combination. Davis gets in and gets back out.
Davis connected with the left hook there. It was really nice done.
This fight scheduled for 3 rounds and great action early on here with 3:10 still to go in round 1. Wow, Azaitar just puts his head down, and you see the liver kick again, midsection to Davis.
Slugging around almost like he's looking for a takedown, but against Davis, it's going to be hard to train at extreme couture.
Yeah.
They have a whole bunch of wrestlers there.
No question. Abu Azaitar, really one of his big strengths is wrestling, boss, and we haven't really seen that or a takedown attempt. He has really just shown off his striking abilities and his ability to come forward and walk down the taller Danny Davis.
Yeah.
And boss, with a rangy fighter like Danny Davis with the long arms and he has the height advantage, you would think that Abu Azaitar, this is the last place he'd want to be up against the cage, with Davis putting all of his 170 pounds plus up against him.
Yeah, well, he's leaning against the cage, so for him right now it's not a big weight that he has to carry, but I would like better for him the right overhook that he has, or the whizzer as they call it. It's both the same. An underhook would be better for him to escape that position. Oh, look at this. He went for a throw, but it didn't work. But it was really nice, though. It was a good attempt.
Talking to the fighters.
He connected with
Abu
something.
Azaitar coming forward. He stuns Davis. Davis drops the tongue as this to say, not stunned.
Whatever. I don't feel it.
We've got ourselves a scrap with 90 seconds to go in round 1.
Wow. I love this.
And now you have to wonder who has the better conditioning, because they are letting it all hang out for the first 4 minutes. Azaitar continues to come forward. Davis just pushes him off.
Oh, to the body, constantly with the left kick to the body, knees to the body. He's all over the place. He needs to move away from the fence. Just turn away.
High-paced fight, certainly favoring Abu Azaitar. Danny Davis likes it slower. Look at this. The pace now, locking up the single.
So Azaitar, he needs to move out. Move to the left, to the right. Sorry, move to the right. Skip your hips out. Not now, of course, because now he's got his hands clenched together. But that's why I like that underhook better than an overhook.
Danny Davis Jr. with a beautiful takedown now as they come up on 30 seconds to go here. Round 1 live on NBCSN.
This is great for Danny Davis Jr. He should unload now, because if he does, it's going to make him win this round.
Watch your fingers.
Everybody always remembers the last parts.
Final 10 seconds of round 1. This is a good one in the welterweight division. We'll be back with round 2 live from Las Vegas after this. This is the start of round number 2. Abu Azaitar in the blue trunks, Danny Davis Jr. in the white trunks. Great first round action. You got to wonder what adjustments or changes they will make. We go into the corner first with Danny Davis Jr. And for that, here's Joey Varner.
All right, Todd. Danny's coaches were very clear. They said Abu was throwing looping punches and he's dipping his head when he comes in. They want Danny to stay long, throw straight shots down the middle, and when Abu dips his head, look for big knees up that center line.
We'll see if he can execute that. Thank you, Joey Boss. I'll tell you, that first round was something else in the welterweight division.
It was crazy. I saw in the corner that Azaitar, he was breathing heavy. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're tired, because some people just have that. Let's see how he reacts. But, you know, it looked like Danny Davis Jr. was more fit at this moment.
Danny Davis weathering the early storm from Abu Azaitar, and really a very strong performance.
Yeah, Danny Davis' left eye, they were looking at it in the corner in the break. It was from that high kick and a toenail made contact to the eye, which is a dangerous thing.
Yep.
Mike Winklejohn from Greg Jackson MMA, Wink MMA, he lost his eye because of that. Like literally lost his eye. So that's why you have to cut your toenails, you know, and thankfully they did here, the fighters, they tested, that's why it's not serious.
Big John McCarthy warning Azaitar during the break to watch the fingers to the eyes.
Yeah, also on top of that.
Close quarter fighting right in front of us right now as we approach 3 minutes to go in round 2. This one's scheduled for 3. Danny Davis Jr. in the white trunks in the dominant position right now, trying to slow down Abu Azaitar, who has been very impressive when the fight has been in the center of the cage and it's been a free-slugging fight. But this seems to favor Danny Davis Jr.
Yeah, but Danny Davis has to watch out. He can be pushed to the left right now. I mean, for his right, but for Azaitar's left, he's going to explode to the left.
Don't hit the back of the head.
You cannot lean on one leg and have your right arm around the neck. It's a very dangerous thing. Now again, you can be reversed. You have to watch out with these things. Now he puts his right leg out again. So you can use it as a base when somebody, this is not good for Azaitar.
Azaitar has given up the back, and Danny Davis Jr. happily will take it.
Man.
Boss, for those folks that are new to MMA, why is giving up the back so dangerous and detrimental to your future?
It's dangerous because you can't see the punches that they throw at you coming anymore. It starts with that. And then, of course, there's the rear naked choke. And people go, yeah, well, we can fight it. We can fight it. But, yeah, let's try to fight it while you get punched in the head from the back with the punches that you can't see coming. You see what I mean? So if you start hitting high on the head, like on the temple, the head will automatically go up a little higher, and then you have space to slip underneath the jaw and go for a rear naked choke.
A scramble on the ground now with 1:45 to go in round 2. Azaitar comes into this fight with 13 professional fights. Danny Davis comes in with 22. Is experience going to make the difference in this fight, Boss?
Let's go, Dan. We got to work.
Yes, I think it is. We're going to have to find out. If you look at Danny Davis' record, you're going to go like, wow, that's such a good record. But look at this.
And here is that rear naked choke as Azaitar took his back.
Pulled a little switcheroo.
Davis now fighting it off and closes his neck and turns right into it.
Very nice.
I'll tell you what, there is some slick offense and defense going down right here at WSOF 30.
Man, these guys are really throwing everything out there.
Less than a minute to go here in round 2.
High-paced fight.
Underhooks the body. What do you see? Around the waist. Around the waist. Hey, pull, pop, punch here.
Right in the corner of Danny Davis, and he is literally 3 feet away from his coaches.
Yeah,
as they coach him on.
Robert Fullers is right there. Really good coach here. Known for a long time. He's going to get a double leg now. He's going to pull. He's going to take him down. Let's see if he can do it. No. He's holding him tight. Single.
Final 10 seconds. Davis now trying to survive, and we will see a third and final round when we return to Las Vegas. Jr. as we have come to the third and final round. And you see just how much swelling is taking place around their boss. The doctors are taking a very close look at this, and if they feel like it's in danger of getting much worse, they're going to shut this thing down. Yeah, because if you can't defend yourself and you can't see strikes coming, that's a very dangerous thing, of course. And what blows my mind is that Azaitar, every time when you go to his corner, it looks like he's completely exhausted. Right. And then when he comes out, he fights like this. Very entertaining fight thus far. A sign of things to come here in Las Vegas at WSOF 30. Danny Davis really finding his range here. Earlier in the fight, it was Azaitar who was really controlling striking in the middle, and Davis controlling the ground game. But now Davis starting to get nice footwork going, moving around the cage, not giving Azaitar a set target to drill. That was nice. It was with the instep, but still it was a nice one. A little higher would have been better. But he's still coming forward. It means that he has a lot of heart. I remember it always with George Barnett in Japan when he was fighting. You saw he was tired, but he just comes forward. Yeah. Or at Dan Henderson, they have such an incredible heart. The way they can just sell out completely for 15 minutes is impressive, and Azaitar is doing that. Danny Davis now weathering the storm at the end of round number 2. Looked to be in a little bit of trouble as he takes a straight right, looping right, I should say, from Azaitar there. And now a body shot. Man, Danny Davis should go to body shots. List's favorite strike is the Superman punch. We saw that earlier in the fight, but I don't know if he has the energy really to pull it off at this point. Talk with the fighters and ask them to rank themselves on a 1 to 10 scale, and one of the few fighters that gave himself 10s across the board, Azaitar, gave himself a 10 for striking, grappling, jiu-jitsu, cardio, strength, being humble. Very I love that. Was that a 10 as well, being humble? Straight up 10. And Danny Davis now starting to move around. Gets the kick in there, so he's feeling pretty good here as we come up on 2.5 minutes to go in this fight. Boss, if you looked into the Boss Root crystal ball, if you had the judges fight, where would you have it right now? Oh, it's a very hard one at this moment because he just connected here. That I think he might take it, but I think that Danny Davis in the beginning was better in the first 2 rounds. 2 rounds. Well, you see Azaitar as he comes forward, he tends to drop his head looking down and just kind of overhand left, overhand right, and bunches. If Danny Davis can time it just right and step in there with his reach advantage, can he catch him with an uppercut or possibly a knee to the midsection? He should go to the midsection. He should go to the body since his opponent is tired. You know? He's fighting through it, but he's breathing heavy. And when you're breathing heavy and fast, there's many moments that you can kick the body when they can't flex. That's why they always say go for body shots later in the fight, because they start breathing heavier. And that's exactly what Azaitar in the blue trunks is doing. Multiple kicks there. Danny Davis rushes forward, then gets back out. 80 seconds to go, and we will have ourselves a winner. Fans now coming alive. Final minute, takedown attempt coming from Danny Davis, but Azaitar defends it well. And he needs to. He cannot afford to get another takedown. It's not good for him. Both fighters absolutely gassed at this point as they have operated at a very high level for almost 15 minutes. He's got it. Can he keep it on the ground? So now he's taking the back with 16 seconds to go. The question is, can Danny Davis do something with it? And how much will this sway the judges? A late takedown and dominance by Danny Davis Jr. in the white trunks. He should put his left hook in. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's something you want to secure right away from the get-go. Man, this is so hard to judge. No. But
viewers disagreeing with the great Boss Root. Let's find out what the judges thought with the official word. Here is Jazz Securo.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of professional fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Adelaide Bird, Junichiro Kamijo, and Tony Weeks, score this fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Abu Gladiator Azaitar!
okay, well, the very first night